One night, I was coming home from a friend's house. It was midnight at the time, but I was used to staying up late as life in the city demanded a constant stream of attention. I thought it would be best to take the bus home, so I stood and waited at the bus stop. However, as I waited longer and longer, there was still no bus. A taxi passed by me and asked if I wanted a ride. However, the fare was much more than I was willing to pay, so I continued to wait for the bus. After a while, a car approached me and slowly came to a stop. A beautiful young girl was driving the car. She rolled down the car window and said, "Where do you want to go? I would be happy to take you." I was surprised that a girl was willing to give me a lift. I thanked her for the ride, and she said, "I know that your house is near the cemetery." As soon as I heard those words, I stopped breathing. I felt as if the girl knew me. A peculiar scent was coming from her, a scent that was very strange to me. I was still thinking about how she knew where my house was. Weird thoughts began to fill my mind. Suddenly, the girl smiled and said, "Weird thoughts are coming to mind? What are you afraid of?" My heart pounded when I heard this. How did this girl know what I was thinking? I was scared and wanted to jump out of the car to save myself. She said, "Is your name David?" What could be a bigger shock than that? I don't know why I shook my head in confession. "Yes, my name is David," I said. I opened the door and realized I was standing near the graveyard. My house was still far away. "David, let me drop you off at your home," the girl proclaimed. She grabbed my hand and walked me to the cemetery instead of down the street. "I came to your house. Now you can rest here." The girl pointed to a semi-finished grave, a grave that displayed the name David on the tombstone. "David, I'll be right back. I feel lonely without you." She quietly left. I felt as if I had been hypnotized by the girl. Suddenly, the grave cracked open, and I fell into a deep sleep within the tomb. My eyes shot open when I felt someone shake me. "John, get up! What happened to you?" They told me I was lying unconscious near the cemetery when someone brought me here to the hospital. "I'm not John. I'm David. And where did that girl go?" I proclaimed. Hearing this, the doctor became upset and gave me a sleeping injection. Days passed like this, but I did not accept John's name or recognize my father. One day, my father took me to a priest, and I was given some spiritual healing. I took the priest to the cemetery, to the grave of David. The priest knew David very well. By chance, at David's grave, his mother was there. When she saw me, she was shocked. She exclaimed that I looked just like her son David. She told me all about David, who had been murdered 20 years earlier. He had a loving marriage, but the girl's brothers killed the girl he loved. Later, David committed suicide. The priest told me that the spirit of the girl mistook me for her husband, David. I still wonder if such crazy events can happen in today's world.